both Raj and I covered a little bit of it, but let me try to see if I can answer it more clearly. I think it does a variety of things. Number one, we provide a number of tools and technology and training for those students on the most cutting-edge technologies available. Right? So what we're doing is we're bringing together Microsoft's experience from a worldwide perspective, the things that we see happening worldwide, the things that are most critical and cutting edge, whether it be in the consumer market, the small medium business market, whether they be in the enterprise market, whether they be in the cloud, whether it be in mobility, whether they be in business intelligence, all those kind of things that are really where technology is really going. We bring all those things together and we package them in a very simple way. As Raj talked about, we have a Microsoft Innovation Center that does that. We have tools in what we call our IT Academy that also sort of do that. And then we make that available to that student. And I think it was very interesting hearing about the kinds of students that are at Viva, right? So these are in many cases, these are students who are very talented, very smart, but may come from a geographical background that may not give them access to all those things that are happening in the world. And so what we are doing from a Microsoft perspective is being able to package that, bring it to that student, so they can take advantage of it. And then, if they follow through that path and are successful in terms of the things that they do in learning about those tools and learning about the technology and earning certifications, then they will be eligible to be able to participate in what Raj talked about, which helps us to map them to potential employment opportunities out in the marketplace.
I want to ask the panel a question. There was no light shown on the kind of faculty that you guys are going to bring in, kind of address and how you're going to coach the students. So can you answer that question, please? And the second question would also be the kind of growth you're looking at in the same next year or two, and how you plan to take this institution forward.
Yeah, on the faculty side, we actually have two specific arrangements that we are making, and we've actually started doing it across the country. One is the Microsoft Innovation Center, which gets set up in the college. The college nominates one faculty to head that. And we have a few Microsoft Innovation Centers across the world and in India. Centrally, Microsoft gets all of these faculty members into one place 2 to 3 times a year. We expose them to our program and product specialists within Microsoft and get them through hardcore training and orientation. We've already done a series of them across the year and we continue to keep doing it. So that's the first way of getting the train-the-trainer concept to the key faculty in the college who is going to take it up. Recently we have introduced a new thing, an extension to this, which we call it as a Microsoft Certified Educator. In other words, given the volume of students who want to take the interest in Viva and the surrounding colleges, depending on the volume of them, we would get to decide the number of faculty, and we would put them in collaboration with Viva through that process of getting them certified as a Microsoft Certified Educator. Because what it really does is it brings the principles of how do you impart technology education along with what's latest, along with what's specific to Microsoft, all put into one, and gives the faculty the capability to deliver it. So that's one level of training and support we give. There's a second level, which is happening a bit indirectly, but it works very effectively, is we have these mentor workshops, right? Some of them happen on the college, some of them happen in Microsoft premises. We get to select some of the students and the faculty who've done a good amount of work and have passed through the basic criteria. They get to participate in these workshops and are exposed to some of the latest concepts in a much more hardcore, engaging manner. That at the end of that session, they become a lot more capable and relevant to represent that topic, right? The more deeper their self-absorption on the topic, it becomes easy for them to represent it in front of students. So that's the way we do the faculty, both for the MIC as well as overall orientation and support. That's as far as your first question is concerned. Your second question, I'm sorry, I forgot that.
On the growth.
On the growth, right? So I think I assume you're talking about the program, right? So the program started in October, and as of today we have 50 colleges and a mix of universities across the country who have signed up. We expect this number to be in excess of 100 in the next 2 months, right? I guess it's a very intense program, and there have been many colleges across the country who have expressed deep desire to enroll. Viva is the first one in Maharashtra. So we refer to them in two ways. One, while we have many colleges come and join with Microsoft under the Ed-vantage program across the state, the first one and the most important one is very critical for us, because that's the college through which we expect to land the entire partnership model. Right? We usually work with that first anchor college as the best in class referral for the state. Right? So that for us turns out to be the Viva one. So we expect more to come, but the first is important, and hence the announcement and the latest.
Sir, a large number of users demanding localized application as well as software. So, how this program will benefit for those users?
So, from a Microsoft perspective, we currently support 13 local languages in India. So the program and everything that we do will continue to support those local languages, so that we can make sure that we're staying as close and relevant to what's required.
You know, I wanted to give a very Mumbai specific input, and that's one trend we have seen. It's an opportunity. We've seen students across the board use similar ideas for whatever is local for them, right? And I've heard this from Sanket in terms of doing a meeting with the local Mumbai municipality and understanding what are the local municipal challenges which can be solved by leveraging technology. And when it pours in Mumbai, I guess it really pours, and people have a problem finding a way where the manhole is and getting the water drained out. So they discussed about giving it a technological solution of mapping it on GPS on a Windows phone, so that the person, when it really pours, he doesn't have time to figure out where the manhole is. Using the coordinates, it becomes then easy to find the manhole, do the right thing, and get out of there to do more relevantly and faster, right? So that's a very Mumbai-specific application and a solution to one real problem in the city. It was an idea which was discussed, but the reason I'm calling out this idea is everywhere where we have done this Microsoft Innovation Centers, we have seen a lot number of such localized ideas, because the students come with local questions and local relevant scenarios. They come out with that, and they find a way to provide a solution to that problem. We've seen that happening in the language barrier, the language, because they need the local language support, and the fact that they need this localized points, right? The second thing I want to say is later today, Viva and the Virar Municipal Corporation team, we're having a joint meeting, and the conversation is about how can we take such real local civil requirements, or how do we provide solutions to their local challenges, and use the Microsoft Innovation Center, the students in the Microsoft Innovation Center at Viva, to come together with the help of Microsoft and provide solutions to those problems. And how do we give it back to the society around us? It becomes a great learning opportunity for the student, but it also becomes a real solution to the municipality and the people who really use it. So I think that's the way you localize it and maximize it, which is where the partnership really works out very important.
Any more questions? I would request photographers to come in the front to give media for us.
Yeah, we would actually like to give the certificate and the